I am so honored with my beautiful team at the Santa Fe River Valley Rights Campaign to, I credit David Morris, thank you for this, for facilitating a 2-hour workshop with Thomas Lindsay and our Board of County Commissioners on Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. It's a public meeting that will be live streamed and also be archived on the county website. And we could talk a bit about the Safe Port campaign because we have a lot of residents here from Alachua County. The petition campaign continues through February 21st. We may get preempted, but you saw the picture. That's a powerful statement to go to Tallahassee to demonstrate to the legislature that we have citizen buy-in in this campaign, and it's not going away. So thank you for that. Questions, comments?
How many commission?
I'm sorry. The commission meeting is Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock in the.
What's happening?
At 9 o'clock in the Alachua County Administration Building in the second floor auditorium.
And what's happening?
The Board of County Commission has invited Thomas Lindsay to present a 2-hour workshop on rights of nature. Because again, as we've heard discussed earlier today, there are multiple ways to get rights of nature in the county charter. The county commission can choose to put it on the ballot. We can get there by citizen initiative, or the Charter Review Commission, which is currently meeting, has the option as well of placing ballot language on the ballot. So,
Yes, sir.
oh, you can just hang on.
Yeah, just wonder, this is, the full 2 hours is going to be live stream?
My understanding is, but you've heard Thomas Lindsay today. This guy's so good that
Oh, I know.
in 45 minutes the job might be done.
I'm just wondering if we can get some people from Estero to watch, that might be very helpful.
Yeah, and again, it'll be archived as well.
Okay. I'm from out of state, but what county were we?
This is Alachua County.
Who?
It's Alachua. Alachua. It's
Spell that.
ALACHA.
Our Native American past lives on our place name too.
Live stream, is it going to be Facebook or from the county
It
itself?
will be on Facebook. It will also be on the Alachua County homepage, or just follow the link.
Okay.
And I have just one final word. Namaste.
By the way, my friend Tessa Skiles is here in the back of the room. Some of you may know Tessa. She's I don't do social media. I'm kind of a dinosaur. I have a digital learning disability. But I thought this might be a moment worth preserving, and so Tessa is recording this, and she's going to do post-production to drop in the PowerPoint here. And I'm largely invisible on the web, but I think this movement is growing, and we need to put some legs on it, and my modest contribution is to do my thing with word and image to try to...
We'll get it out on the SafeBoard page.
Yeah, safeboard.org. Pick up some propaganda outside from SafeBoard. And stickers, rack cards. Question?
I have a question. Do you travel and do the same presentation? Would you?
I've done hundreds of programs around the state over the last decade on the theme of water and Florida's future. I'd like to think that it's been impactful. The picture suggests otherwise, but you know, we do the work, we let go of outcomes. So the short answer to your question is yes. So talk to me. My card is on the table outside.
John, somebody had asked a question about the ballot. Do you have the petition or the petitions for the ballot? Are those out on the table?
Yeah, and for all you folks from elsewhere around Florida who want to grab any of the propaganda out there to take with, to use to model your own efforts, and there's a stack of the Common Sense. I see that there's a Common Sense over here somewhere. Somebody want to hold that up? It's such a great publication, 28 pages that blew my mind. When we went to Chuck O'Neill's home in April and met with Thomas for the day, Thomas opens the hood of democracy and explodes the enduring mythology, the popular fiction here in America that we live in a democracy. That story went out the window a long time ago. And this is the civics education that none of us got in high school, and perhaps very few of us have gotten even into adult life. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I feel personally I'm late to the party about learning what the hell is really going on in this country. But, you know, there's a fire growing. There's a palpable energy to this movement. I was talking with someone earlier. I've been to so many conferences of concerned people over the years, and what's different about this is that we feel this sense of momentum. Like this has the genuine opportunity to affect the change that we clearly and abundantly need. Well, it seems apparent and abundant to us, but so I need to go meet with Ben Albert again. So.
Take me with you.
Two parts of that question. How many more signatures do you need?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. In order to get on the ballot in November, we needed 10% of the total number of registered voters at the last general election 2 years ago. That was 180,000 registered voters, so we need 18,000 petition signatures. We are well short of the mark. Barring some unforeseen miracle in the next couple of weeks here, we're not going to get to that threshold.
They have to be Alachua County.
They have to be Alachua County registered voters. But we have a plan B from the get-go and a plan C. Plan B was to approach our Charter Review Commission, which, as we've discussed, there are 20 charter counties in Florida. Our Charter Review Commission is meeting. We've gone to make the pitch. They're considering it. They may choose to put this on the ballot. And of course, living the background of all this is preemption, but again, we knew this was going to happen, right? And then, of course, Plan C is for the Board of County Commissioners themselves to choose to, David, they can put this directly on the ballot?
Yes.
That's, yeah.
So does the CRC.
Yeah, yep. So there you have it.
Thank you.
How do we stay together? Because we're gonna finish this up in a few minutes, we're gonna walk out.
How do we stay together? Chuck O'Neill's in the house.
Like, Chuck,
Chuck.
we need a
Great
political
uniter.
movement, because when this stuff is happening, like the preemption, if we all go up there and maybe live in hell and put lights on the end of a pole and say next time we'll come back to the real one, or, we gotta make this more of a political thing, because this only happened this year, ain't gonna happen again in a year or two. We come and talk every year, but dang it, let's make this happen. What are we gonna, we have to do it. 'Cause
Chuck, would you care to address that, or any of my Safe Board team members? By the way, I want to pause very briefly before I hand the mic off to Chuck. I see Lou and Marilee and David and Mary and Hannah from the Safe Board team, and basically going through life, we all want to be useful, right? I'm just feeling so honored to have such amazing people to be in partnership with, working on something so consequential as this. And the reason I point that out is that, we're all busy people, but if you're looking for something to do to plug your energies into, around which you can have the sense that you're doing work that's meaningful. I've never done work in my life that feels so consequential as this. So welcome aboard.
Yes.
Chuck.
I really didn't want to follow John.
No tears, Chuck. No tears.
Could you just close it? Well, in answer to the question from Eugene, how do we stay in touch? I mean, we have this great feeling coming out of this conference. The best way that we've found to stay in touch is through Facebook. I know that may seem trite, but it works.
It works.
It's a good way to organize. It's the people who Steve know. We fought the bear hunt in 2015, and it was Facebook. That was the central common element that helped us organize. So if you want to write this down, there's a group called Florida Rights of Nature. And just request to join, we'll accept you into the group, and then each group has posts on there. So CalBoard people have posts, SafeBoard people have posts. You can join through them, their different organizations, which also have individual groups. So I would recommend that once you finish, you go online, you go onto Facebook, you join Florida Rights of Nature, and look for people in your area. And they will keep you posted, like this Tuesday event at 9 a.m. What's happening, you show up, you make public comment. And you know what, you don't have to be a John Moran to make public comment. You really don't. And in a lot of cases, you'll see them, they're just making hash marks. How many people spoke in favor and how many people spoke against. So, you go out there, you say, look, I'm here speaking in favor of the Bill of Rights. That's it, thank you. You go sit down.
And I vote.
You're a hash mark. So that helps. Each person that shows up helps. Because I've been to commission meetings where nobody shows up. You know this, Doug.
Right.
Nobody shows up, guess what? Nothing
Get her
gets
done.
done. Nothing gets done.
Chuck, don't forget the weekly Zoom call so that other people can get on, and that'll be posted on the Florida Rights Nature website.
Yes, we have a weekly Zoom call. Zoom is an app that you can download, and we get to see your shining face when you're talking. You
38
see
minutes.
Carl's beautiful room behind him and all the colors. The red room. And that's another way. So we have the Zoom calls, we have the Facebook, and we have individual Facebook groups for Friends of the Safe Board.
If you live in Alachua County, please do come to the CRC meetings and say something, speak up, just go to the microphone and voice your opinion regarding having Safe War on the ballot. Do the same at the county commission meetings. The more people that do that, the more it helps us. Please.
And if you are in any of these counties that they're not in, I have a sign-up sheet. We'd love your information to get in contact with you to make sure that we are in your county.
Before I take another question here, and I think we're fine, I'm looking out across the audience, and I was just kind of riffing this. I want to issue a personal apology to my friend Mike Roth. He's the treasurer of our Safe Port campaign and the president of our Santa Fe River Inc., and I'm just hoping I haven't overlooked any other Safe Port members. So Mike, I apologize for that. And I also just want to give a shout out. Tom, thank you so much, and to Ben and Jana and Mary Jane, and I know Christine, I'm going to forget some other law school players here, but I'm so grateful that we've been we're mainstreaming this message is the point of where I'm going with this, and it's pretty remarkable that consider 4 years ago, how much resonance did environment, climate, water have in electoral politics in America or in Florida? And look how much has changed. I'm reminded of the saying that things fall apart slowly and then suddenly at the end. I mean, consider that when Barack Obama first ran for president, he was not in support of legalizing gay marriage. Consider it. Wow. So you can either, my message to political officialdom, you can get on this train and prepare to get run over by it.
You're damn right.
It may take a while, it's coming.
That is right.
And I believe that we can't fix what's ailing our waters until we fix first what burdens our hearts. And that is the spiritual void that gives rise to plunder consciousness. Plunder consciousness. I love the value of just the expression of an idea. And I want to give a shout out here to my friend Johnny Dane. Just a couple of days ago, we were talking, and Johnny introduced that little lexicological gem. Just the whole idea. How do we reach out to people to help them step outside of their own frame and see themselves? Because we all have our blind spots, right? Blind spots are like belly buttons. We wouldn't be human without them. So how do we reach out to people to help them see that we have so much in common to be gained through working together for a solution to an issue that's not going away and upon which we're all reliant for solutions here. So, question?
I just want to say the next charter review commission meeting in Alachua County, it's in Gainesville, is the 12th of this month at 5:30.
Okay.
Thanks for your presentation.
Where is it, Karen?
I just had a question. I'm trying to understand because I'm kind of new to the slogan, the term rights of nature. So I for like 30 years, I did a lot of activism, Earth First, Greenpeace, Green Corps, research, white papers on climate change, all kinds of things. I'm a geographer, environmental scientist, and I just know, like, going door to door, it used to be save the planet, save the rainforest, and thank God we did a little piece there. But usually you have to do something real specific, like this. So I'm just wondering, with your initiative here, is that enough? Like, are you able to just say what is
Hold
the
on,
right?
excuse me just a second. Hey, Bruce. Bruce Ritchie is walking out the door. But Bruce may be the only member of the meeting that we have with us today, and I just want to give a shout out that we need to honor the work that Bruce and organize to spread the word here. So Bruce, you're on your way. Thank you for your presence today.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering, is that kind of like in itself, just the big push to say, let's just acknowledge that nature has rights? Or in the case of water, do you have to try to are they requiring you to call out any specific threats and then actions that are needed to take? Or is it just enough, or are they just saying like a generic, I'm just trying to figure out what the ask.
In terms of on-the-ground strategy, why don't you join one of our Tuesday night phone calls? I'm sorry, I don't have an off-the-cuff answer. There are so many different ways to attack this question.
How do you connect with your Tuesday night phone call?
Tuesday night phone calls, how do we connect with that? Oh, it's now on Thursday night, that's right. Well,
If you go to the website, it's posted there. Every Tuesday, Chuck usually sends out an email. So if you give us your email address, we'll make sure that you're on that email list.
or you can take my card on the table, send me an email, and I'll get the information to you.
Exactly.
So, repeating, if you would like to connect with the statewide Florida Rights of Nature movement, you can go to the Facebook page, and we have a Thursday evening phone call. It's a Zoom call that Chuck sets up, and you can tap into that and just join in. Usually a couple dozen people from all around Florida, and we're growing a movement. Welcome aboard. Final comment, question?
Yes, I would just like to say that damn you, John, for making me cry so much.
I think that's Thank you.
And a thanks to Jane
Oh,
for making Saturday
where's Jane?
so wonderful.
Jane, there you are. Jane, thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you, Chuck.
PIEC Saturdays will never be the same now after yours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
And I want to ask, do any of my SAPOR team members care to offer any comments here? Lou Merritt. Here's the deal about Lou. I learned long ago, when Lou Merritt speaks, we should all be listening. Lou, would you like the microphone?
No, I just want to say that the spiritual aspect of this has been mentioned a couple of times today. My own spiritual path includes a belief in the law of karma, which is the law of cause and effect, and causes and conditions come together to make things happen. And I would like for everybody here to consider the fact that it's maybe no accident that you're here right now.
Right.
And what I always tell people who want to help the Springs, my other gig is I work for the Itchitucky Alliance, find what you love to do, figure out a way to do that to help this cause, because number one, you'll do your best work, and number two, you won't get burned out. And thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Is everyone there on this one? I won't be around to chat, but I think I'm going to, with that, close it.